to be in the final, yeah, it's a good feeling.
So last year you guys finished third on the table and then went into the final. This year you topped the table, so what is the mentality now going? Do you feel more prepared for this final than you did last season?
It's a strange one with regards to the final. We obviously take confidence from the fact that we played better cricket this year, slightly more consistent cricket, so we do take confidence from them, but it is a final, and whoever sort of delivers on the day is going to lift the trophy, and whatever happened before that doesn't really matter. So that's how we're viewing it. It's obviously going to be a fantastic occasion for us and for them and for everyone that's out there to watch, and hopefully both teams can put on a great show, and of course we'll show some sort of good entertainment.
Hi, Aiden. I just want you to talk us through, you stunned the crowd the last time out at Newlands with that impeccable catch you took, and it sort of mirrored almost, I don't know if you remember, Sagrok Engelbrecht's catch in the Under-19 World Cup in 2008, and I know it happened so quickly, but can you just walk us through, what happened there, your process, taking that catch, and do you think it'll take something similar, to keep guys like Barnett Claassen and play on Saturday?
Yeah, a lot of luck, to be honest. You don't plan for things like that to happen, and when they do, it's obviously exciting in the moment, but yeah, it's not an often occurrence, I would say, so obviously pleased that it managed to stick, but it's hard to explain sort of how it all unfolded, it sort of just happened, but definitely the form players of their team, if you're able to stick on to half chances, I think it could make a massive difference in the result of the game. So we'll be going for the catches, we'll be trying our best, of course, that we've been doing all season, and if it's meant to be, then it'll be fantastic.
I realise that whether you are here or in New Zealand is not your choice. It's taken out of the players' hands. How do you feel about that? Considering the way things have gone there, I'm sure you could have helped South Africa put a better fight than they did. How do you feel about that situation?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. Obviously, I've always loved Test cricket. It was my first love, of course, and wearing a Test cap is, I don't think there's a better feeling in the players. So, obviously disappointed not to be able to be there and take that series on. The cards were dealt, like I've said before, and we're here in SA20, which, don't get me wrong, it's still an awesome competition to be a part of, and we're absolutely loving it. So it's a difficult one for us as players, but ultimately we are here now, and I feel the focus has been this last month, and the guys in New Zealand, obviously slightly inexperienced, but no doubt they've got character and cricket skills to compete in the next Test match and hopefully come back with some points for South Africa.
Aiden, we've seen the intensity ramp up quite a bit this week during the playoffs, and last night during the last qualifier. There was quite a few verbals, quite a few looks from different people. Do you expect that to be the same final come knockout time with that pressure and that goes with it in the final?
Possibly. I think it'll make for great viewing, so wouldn't be anti it, let's put it that way. So if it were to happen, it would be great. There's obviously extra pressure in the fact that it's a final, and emotions are normally slightly higher. So if something happens on the field, it's, I think, completely understandable. Guys are out there, they're trying to win the game and trying to get sort of any advantage that they can. But whether it happens or not, we're probably not really a team that goes and looks for it. But if it ends up happening, then we're certainly not going to take a backward step. So either way, I think the intensity is going to be massive, and the energy out there on the field is going to be big, and we'll see what comes with that.
Hi, this is the T20 World Cup. So how have you seen the talent in South African cricket thus far going to the World Cup based on Betway T20?
Yes, it's great. We've we've seen a lot of guys put their hands up and score massive runs, take lots of wickets, and really sort of throw their name into the hat. So it's always healthy to have, after a tournament like this, healthy to have many options that you can choose from. So obviously selection for that T20 World Cup after this tournament is gonna be difficult. As I said, guys have done really well, so we'll have to have meetings, have discussions, sort of work out plans, what's going to work that side. Obviously, playing 3 games in New York, no one really knows what conditions are going to be like, so that is a bit of a challenge, but try to sort of cover all bases and select the best team that can hopefully do well that time.
Hi. Before asking the question, that catch was just wow, spectacular. So you had a spectacular season in Betway SA20. Now my question is, what are your expectations from the Sunrisers in upcoming season of IPL? And I have one more question. You have just finished with the league. Now you have IPL next month. Then there is T20 World Cup. So how will it be for the players who are playing in all 3? Will they be in rhythm, or fatigue or burnout could be an issue because it is so close to the World Cup?
Yeah, it's going to be busy, that's for sure. Quite a few players, I think, are in the same boat. But it is T20 cricket ultimately, and obviously a lot shorter, and demands maybe slightly less energy for, obviously it's just a short period of time. So hopefully fatigue and things like that don't creep in, but you do have to be real with things like that. And if guys are needing a week off, then I think it's the best for everyone involved to grant them that week off. So players will have to be honest. I think management will have to be honest, which they have been, and try and manage it as best as you can. But hopefully from an IPL point of view, we can have a better year than we did last year. Obviously, from a signings point of view, they've made some really great signings, which normally should help the team. So hopefully that's the case. And I didn't spend too much time thinking about IPL just yet, so we'll sort of cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, it's going to be another exciting tournament.
Hi. You talk about players putting their hands up. You have Aiden Markram, top wicket taker. Just he's been with you now for 2 years. Just how is he grown, in the group and just domestically putting his hand up in tournament matches?
Yeah, he's done wonders. He wants the tough overs. He wants to bowl at the back when the pressure's on, and be the guy that gets the team over the line, which sits really well within our team for characters like that. So obviously from a performance point of view, we've all seen what he's done, and it's fantastic for him to have achieved what he has so far as SA20. But once you get to know him, that's obviously quite a chill, relaxed guy, but a massive competitor on the field. So he'll be coming tomorrow to sort of whatever has happened in the comp. It's not going to affect him. Tomorrow is pretty much everything for him, and that's sort of the character that he is. So looking forward to him bowling those tough overs, putting his hand up. If it doesn't work out, it's completely okay. We've seen he's been incredible in this comp, and the attitude that he brings towards those tough moments is, as a captain, ultimately what he wants. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, but he's had a fantastic competition, and he brings a great attitude to the team.
Aiden, the Sunrisers haven't lost at Newlands yet throughout SA20. Is that a good omen going into the final?
I didn't know that. Sure, hard to say. It's all pretty much comes down to tomorrow and delivering the goods to hopefully win a game of cricket. That's all it is tomorrow. It is a final, of course, and we respect and appreciate that a lot, but it's still just a game of cricket that you have to go out and make good decisions, assess conditions really well, and then hopefully have the skills and deliver those skills, which what's needed. So, I mean, if we haven't lost it yet, it's great news for us, but we're not going to look too much into that. We'll sort of just front up tomorrow and see what happens.
And then you play with Andre at the Titans, you play with him at Sunrisers side, but tomorrow, I mean, that is all big wicket on display.
It is. He's been in incredible form, and again, watching him last night, you sort of sit on the couch and watch, and you go, "Jeez, how do you get this guy out?" So he's in that massive purple patch that's been going on now for a really long period of time, and take this competition out of it to give you goosebumps as a mate and as a teammate to see someone like him doing incredibly well. So we'll try our best with the plans that we've come up with to hopefully get him out. But if it's one of those nights where you doff your cap to the opposition and he does what Ivan Clausen's been doing, then it is what it is. But we're certainly going to try and get him out, and because like you said, it's a massive wicket, and hopefully we can get that right.
Aiden, just in terms of conditions, obviously at the coast is a bit different to the IPL, where you can hit through the ball a bit more. Does that also prepare you for not only IPL but the World Cup later this year, just to adapt to different conditions and perhaps have a different strategy? Because the situation may demand you playing a bit more circumspect because of the condition. You can't just go for it and get out like that.
Suppose it can help, yeah. Suppose when you're in a moment like this, back end of a tournament, and your focus is on trying to win a trophy, you might not think along those lines about what it could do for you in the future. But I think once you get there to a World Cup in a few months' time, you can look back, reflect back to things that might have worked in similar conditions, and then take confidence from that. So definitely, I think it's probably one of the biggest benefits of this competition is each venue's conditions are so different, and it's great for cricket to have those challenges, and for management and players to have to adapt their games. And it's, for me, probably up there with the biggest challenge of this competition. So hopefully one day we can look back down the line and be like, it was a similar wicket, and what did we do that worked, and try and implement that. But yeah, hopefully we can do that at the World Cup.
Hello, Eddie. In qualifier one, we saw one still a very big part in your victory, and you guys were able to defend the opponent's score. What's your assessment of pitch and conditions for this time?
Yeah, we trained now before this. The wicket looks pretty good. I think pretty standard sort of Newlands wicket for the time being. I can't see it being anything different to how the comp has been so far. So we'll look back and see what's worked here, what's worked for us, what's worked for other teams, and take that into our decision making. But yeah, I think pretty standard from our experience on the comp.
And it's been spoken about extensively how this competition sets a platform for the younger players. Speak to the confidence that it gives young players like Devil Brevis, Jordan Hackman and others, just the confidence that, or the faith rather, that the coaches have shown in them as they try to forge a career for themselves.
Yeah, it's exciting for guys like that to be exposed to a competition like this, and to showcase their skills. Both those names you mentioned now have played Knox last year and this year, and sort of got the South African cricket fan going, cheapers like this guy. So that's great for cricket in South Africa. It's great for the development of a younger player to be exposed to this. It's the standard of cricket in this league is up there with, I would guess, the best in the world, and that's certainly what it feels like to me. And for those guys to be exposed to that can only help their game grow, but probably grow at a much quicker rate than if they weren't involved in this league. So massive benefits, whether they're doing well or not in a league like this, just to be exposed to it, I think is going to benefit them a lot.
Take this one also. Good. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Keisha will be here in about 10 minutes, and then we can go back to Aiden in the studio one-on-one.